About a month ago, AndyCine, that's AndyCine, contacted me via email and asked me if I wanted to review one of their FeelWorld external monitors. And I said, sure, since it would probably fit into my photography. They sent me the monitor. I did an unboxing for them. And now I've got around to actually using the monitor to produce a video to show to you. So in this video, I took the external monitor, the Feel, I don't know if it's Feel, F-E-E-L World, F5 Pro X 5.5-inch monitor to a parade in my local town. And I coupled it with a new fluid head I got and the Nikon Z8 to actually use it in the field. I'm going to show that to you in this video. Now, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some tips and some opinions of mine of this external field monitor. So if you want to watch the entire video to see me actually using it and setting it up, and then at the end, I'll kind of explain a few things that happened during the video. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm in downtown Crossville, Tennessee. Today is November the 8th, 2025. This is the annual Veterans Day Parade in downtown Crossville, Tennessee. Today, I am going to try to film this with some new equipment that I have. I'll be using the Nikon Z8 with the 24-120 lens mounted on a Leofoto BV-20 fluid head. And I'll be using my FeelWorld 5.5-inch F5 Pro X monitor, kind of like a professional setup. So the FeelWorld monitor this is their review. I've seen a lot of reviews on YouTube with this monitor done at different situations, some of them in studio, some of them for wildlife. I decided to bring it down and film a parade today with it, and I'm going to show you that in this video. Let me give you a little background on the location that I'm at. I'm in downtown Crossville. This is Main Street, Crossville. The parade will be coming from this direction down there. I was hoping to get a good vantage point of the downtown skyline. Well, what's of the downtown skyline here in Crossville. Crossville is a small town in Tennessee. But I think what I'm going to do is try to set up right here on the sidewalk. Hopefully, I've gotten here about an hour and a half before the parade is to start. The staging grounds for the parade is about 1.5 miles or 2 miles that away. They'll be coming from the high school down here on Main Street and down here. So just a little while, as you can see, there's nobody here on Main Street at this time. So in just a little while, this place is going to be full. Okay, there's going to be a lot of noise. So I got here early so I could get set up without any intrusions. So I was able to compactly pack everything in my backpack, and except for the tripod, which is pretty heavy and it's big. Let me get it out for you and show you. I had it in the back seat. Now I stepped up on the scales this morning and weighed this rig. This tripod with this video head on there is 10 pounds. Okay, so it is a pretty good hefty rig, but it's a very stable platform. So what I decided I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up right here on this street corner. The sun is going to be off to my left, so I should be out of that range, hopefully. It was foggy this morning, but the fog's starting to lift, and hopefully the clouds will stay, because that would be great lighting if it did. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep the monitor, okay? So this is the monitor in itself, the FeelWorld 4K high brightness monitor. This is the F5 Pro X 5.5 inch. It comes with a sunshade, and I'm going to show you right now how I attach that, and then we're going to put this over on the tripod. So the sunshade has a plastic piece that goes on the monitor, and this is velcroed on there. This is the piece that goes on the monitor, and let me show you how that goes on. It's really simple. Make sure you get that right side up. It's really a no-brainer to put that on there, and then what you do is you take the sunshade and you attach it later, okay? And I'm going to use the sunshade today just so I'm using the entire product and doing the full review on this monitor, okay? So that's what it looks like with the sunshade on there. Now, it came with a bracket that you can put in the hot shoe of your camera. I did not bring that bracket today because the way I've rigged it on my tripod is special. I have a quick release plate. This is a Falcom F22 quick release. I bought them off of Amazon. Everything I mentioned in the video will have links in the description for what I bought to do this with. So let me take you over here and show you how I'm going to attach it to the tripod. So let me show you here on the tripod, okay? I got a Cambait mini ball head, and I put the other part of the Falcom F22 quick release on there. And now I'm just going to slide this in there and it'll lock into place just like that, okay? And that's how it's going to sit on the tripod. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go get the camera and bring it out here. So I have an L bracket on my Z8, and being that the bracket goes left and right, and this fluid head goes front to back, I had to get my, this is not a nodal rail, but this is my macro slider rail, which will work just fine. I need to purchase a nodal rail for this because in order to mount your camera body only, you have to position it in a different direction. Now, if you were using a telephoto zoom lens with a foot on it or something, then you could probably just do that. You don't need this. So I'm gonna put that on there and I'm gonna tighten it down like that. Now I'm gonna go get the camera. So like I said earlier, today I'm using the Nikon Z8 to film this with the 24-120 lens. Okay, no filters. Okay, and I've got that on there now. Now I'm gonna go get the, let's see what I need next. I need the cord, and then I need the hot shoe adapter to put my microphone up there and my GoPro, well, my Osmo Action 4. So I have this, this adapter plate for my hot shoe that lets me put 2 devices in there. So I'm gonna place that on my camera because I'm going to put my Ceramic shotgun mic on there on the camera, and also my Osmo Action 4. What I'm going to do now is hook up the HDMI cable. The Z8 takes a full-size HDMI to HDMI. Some of your other cameras will take micros or mini HDMIs. The FeelWorld F5 Pro X takes a full-size. Make sure you put it into the input port of the FeelWorld. There's a pass-through port, there's an input port and an output port for this monitor, okay? Today we're just using the input port. Okay, I've got the Osmo Action 4 on a mount, on a cold shoe mount, and I'm gonna place that in this, okay? Just like that. And then I'm gonna put my shotgun mic right next to it, just like that. Tighten that up. And we're gonna go ahead and plug the shotgun mic into the camera port. Make sure I get the right port. Hard to see these ports sometimes. It looks like it's the top port. Gonna get a little tight in here because I've got the shotgun mic, and I'm also gonna put my power delivery. Now what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna turn on the camera. All right, let me move this cord, it's probably in my way. Let me wrap my cord a little bit. This is all new setup for me. I've never done this before, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay, I routed the cord to the front of the camera so it wouldn't be hanging over my monitor. And I'm gonna turn the camera on real quick and check the volume. And it looks like it's working. The shotgun mic is working, and that's a good thing. Okay, so you can see how I got this set up. I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can kind of get a good idea of what it looks like. Bring you all the way around the front. Okay, now what we need to do is bring the battery out for the FeelWorld, and I'm going to show you that right now. So the FeelWorld kit that they sent me to review, okay, from AndyCine, that's the name of the company, AndyCine, came with a battery. This is a Sony NP F970 battery. It is a 6600 milliamp battery. It has USB-C charging port on it, so you can charge it directly from a USB-C cable. But I also have 2 additional Sony NP batteries that I use to power my my studio light if I want to go mobile with it, and I bought a Wasabi power charger for that. So this battery, okay, it has a electrical plug in the back so you can plug it in the wall. This battery will charge on this Wasabi power thing. This is a Wasabi Power LCH-FM50. Like I said earlier, I'll put links to everything in the description of this video, everything I've used in this video. Now the battery attaches to the back and it has 2 little pins on it. It's real easy to put on, okay? And in order to release the battery, there's a release button on the back. So you have to push that button to get the battery out, okay? Now as you can see, the monitor has already turned itself on when I put the battery in. I'm going to turn it off. I'm just holding the power button because I don't want to run the battery down right now. Hopefully, this parade is probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Hopefully everything runs smoothly and I don't have to have any external power to run anything today. It's doubtful on the Z8. The Z8 may have to have external power, but I got that covered today. So I have brought 2 Anker power delivery battery packs. Now these are, I got these off of Amazon. They were a 2-pack. These are Power Core Essential 20,000 PD, okay? The specifications on this say that this is 20,000 mAh, okay? This should actually power or provide extra power to the Z8 that it's going to need. So I'm going to keep it out here handy. I have a USB-C to USB-C cable. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the camera and have it ready. But I'm not going to use this power pack unless I need to. So I'm going to put it back in the pouch and I'm going to hang it from the tripod. I think I can do that. Just hang it from the tripod. Actually, I think I can put it right here on this handle. That would be a good place for it, maybe. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and plug the power delivery cable in the camera and have it ready in case I need it. So I practiced all this at home, okay? I did it all in my office, checked it all out. It's always good if you're trying out new equipment like this that you practice it at home. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust this fluid head for smooth action for myself today. So I'm going to increase the drag, okay? And this is not a fluid head review. This is actually a review about using this monitor, okay? I'm going to loosen this up and see what kind of drag I need. And I want it buttery smooth, so I'm going to put a little bit of drag on it. Okay, that's the tension on it. And then my up and down motion, all right, I'm going to increase that just a little bit. Actually, that's pretty good the way it is. I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? Now, the camera is balanced towards the back a little bit. What I need to do is take it more towards the front. So I'm just going to screw my nodal rail, it has a screwdriver on it, and take it more towards the front. And now I'm seeing the fluid head kind of level itself down. And that's what I want. I want it to be able to stay in the position without me touching it like that, okay? Now start to creep back up a little bit. All right, so what I want to see now, I'm looking at the sun, and this is going to be a problem today. So I'm going to take the lens cap off and kind of peruse this a little bit and see where we're at. And it looks like it's probably going to be okay. I'm going to have to adjust my camera settings here. I got it 1/60th at f/14 at ISO 100, and I just noticed that the battery is about dead in the camera. I forgot to put a new battery in. So I got 2 batteries with me, so I'm going to do that right now. That's why I brought the power delivery brick, okay? Let me see if I can get that out while the camera's on the fluid head. That was something I tried at home and I wasn't sure if I could get the battery out, and yes I can, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and change the battery out. I've got one of these pouches on here, okay, on my belt, and I'll put a link in the description of what I got. It carries 2 of these EL15C batteries for the Z8. When I'm out hiking, I carry those with me. And we're going to stick this new battery back in there. And let's check and make sure it's fully charged. And it is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work on my camera settings and make sure I have my exposure set right. And the parade's going to start in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I do have some time left to do some other things, okay? And one thing I'm going to do, this is a pro tip for you, is I'm going to make sure the white balance on the GoPro is the same as on the Z8. So I'm going to dial in at 5500 Kelvin, and I'm going to do the same thing with the Z8. That way the white balances should be pretty close together when I get them into the computer to edit them. I'm going to turn the FeelWorld monitor on, okay? And see if I can play it back on there and see it, okay? So I'm turning the monitor on now. Let me get this up so you can see it. Okay, I've got the monitor on and I can see what's in the monitor. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the playback button. And it plays back in the monitor. Man, this is nice. This is really nice, okay? I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me get you down just a little bit closer here. A little glare in there. I'm playing back the video. I don't know how to get that glare out of there. You can see it's moving. So I'm able to view this on this screen. And even though you can't see it in my camera, it's really bright. Okay, one more thing. I did bring my DJI Mic 2 for the Osmo Action 4. So I've got it mounted up here with the Ceramic shotgun mic. This will be connected to the Osmo Action 4. Although the Osmo Action 4 does a pretty good job of its internal microphones, I'm going to use the DJI Mic 2 on it today. And one more thing. This is a use video. This is actually me using this in real life situation. I will do a separate video on the menu features and what have you in this that I think are applicable. But to be honest with you, there's a ton of videos out there already that have gone over all the settings of this this display screen. Okay, so you know, this is more like me out here using it in real life, and that's what I want you to see. So far, I'm very excited to try this out today, and I think I'm really going to like this a lot. We will find out when the parade starts in about an hour. One thing about it, you can see on the monitor the battery levels, the microphone levels off of the Ceramic shotgun mic. You can see everything you can see on the back of the camera and the back of this monitor very clearly, very plain. Having it mounted to this Leofoto BV-20 makes it just buttery smooth, buttery smooth. So far I've been filming about 10 minutes and the battery on the Z8 is still showing full charge. So is the monitor. The monitor is showing 100%. The focus system is working really good on the Z8. It's picking up the cars as they go by me. So it's doing its job. We'll see when we get home, get it in the computer, what kind of footage I actually got. It's looking pretty good on the monitor right now though. So my camera settings are 1/60th of a second, f/18 at ISO 64. I could have used an ND filter today, but I didn't bring one with me. I left them all at home. Yeah, if I had an ND filter today, I could have shot maybe f/11 instead of f/18. We'll see how this lens does at f18 24 to 120 Nikon Z S-line lens on the Nikon Z8. So I have the Osmo Action 4 running with the DJI Mic 2 and the Ceramonic shotgun mic hooked up to the Z8. If you need to go in front of me, you can. I was at 24 millimeters on this lens. I went ahead and zoomed in to 35 millimeters. Okay, the Z8 just went down 1 bar. Field monitor still at 100%, so the Z8 starting to lose a little battery at 21 minutes 33 seconds right now. I think it'll record the whole parade without going to the external battery pack.
That looks like Jesus.
So right now the camera is outputting clean video to the card. What would be good is to see if we can change the camera settings to output the settings and everything that I'm seeing on the screen, to kind of get a look at that too. I'll have to work on that when I get home. Can't do it out here while I'm recording. Really didn't need the 24 to 120. Probably could have done this with a 50 millimeter 1.8S lens, because right now I'm at about I'm at 35 millimeters. I haven't tried 50. The zoom ring is not real smooth on the 24 to 120, so it's going to jerk inside the filming. If I had a power zoom, like the 12 to 28 power zoom, that would be pretty good. About 26 minutes into this, we're getting some cloud cover, changing the exposure a little bit, but I'm not changing the camera. I'm leaving it like it is. "27 minutes. It's called 28 minutes. The Z8 battery went down 1 bar. The field monitor still at 100%. Okay, now that I've come home from this parade, filming this parade, I just want to say this. The FeelWorld F5 Pro X worked flawlessly. I used it for about 28, 29, 30 minutes, I think, total. And the NP battery that came with it, the battery lasted the whole time, had 100% charge. It performed very well with Nikon Z8. I'm going to do another video later about the menus and stuff. I really didn't get into the menu system on this. I just hooked it up to the camera and used it, okay? And I was very pleased with it. It's a very nice unit. This is their 5.5-inch unit. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, the 5.5 touch field monitor. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get my hands on a bigger monitor that they have, and I haven't checked their inventory to see what they have, but I may contact them and see if they have something larger to test out. Anyways, that is my field testing of the FeelWorld, F-E-E-L-W-O-R-L-D. I hope I'm saying that right. F5, get the right, Pro X, 5.5-inch touch field monitor.